Okay, Gustavo, this is Mrs. Gonzalez here. I may have to do a revision, little conference, mini conference here. I know you're not participating here, but I just wanted to show you about your essay. Instead of kind of writing it and marking up all your paper, I'm not comfortable with that because I want you to actually use the Google Docs to go back and look at it. I kind of started looking at it, and the first thing that I noticed is that you have a lot of editing errors, like a lot of it. I mean, on a regular essay, this would like knock you down like a couple of letter grades. That's how bad it is, mijo. I'm not talking about your ideas now. I'm just talking about the editing. And I'm thinking maybe because I saw when you had done it, and it was like on the day before it was due. And so maybe if you would have given yourself enough time to do the editing, it wouldn't have been like this. However, I'm just knocking the editing here. I'm not going into your ideas. Actually, I think it's pretty good. You did a comparison and contrast. You went with that. You went on that. You veered off into that part of the world and perspective, which can be easily we can easily see that because they are archetypes. This idea of the creation myth is an archetype, okay, about the creation of the world. So in any case, you're gonna need to, first of all, obviously, I talk about the editing because we're already in the last page. Actually, it should have been a polished draft that you turned into me. This is not polished at all. So that's why I'm focusing on editing. Usually I just like to focus on content, which is revision, on how to make it better, how to expand on ideas. But with your essay, you're not the only one, because I just saw a couple of people's, and believe me, there are a lot of them are like that. Like, they procrastinate and they did not do editing. Next time we do a reader response, you cannot procrastinate. You gotta give yourself time for editing, for revision and editing, because this is your final grade. Next time I may not give you guys I may not let you make it like to resubmit. You'll just get whatever grade you get. But in any case, enough about that. Let's talk about your essay. I'm just going to go around and kind of read it with you, or to you, and you're going to watch my process for revision and editing. Okay, again, I'm going to try to highlight as minimal as possible, because then to correct it, you're going to have to go back, and it's going to take you forever to take all these highlights off. So whenever, like, for instance, right, one of the biggest thing that I see just right now is the Will and Turtles back in the Genesis, okay? You don't need the Genesis. It's just called Genesis, period. Okay? And also, it's not, since they're long texts, okay, the Will and Turtles back is part of it, but Genesis is a longer, especially a very long text. So these two texts need to be italicized throughout the whole essay. And I just see right now the Will and Turtles back, and I'm not going to highlight any of those. You just have to remember to go back, and as part of your editing and your revision, okay, to resubmit, you have to make sure you get rid of those quotation marks. Okay, so both of the text should be italicized. So again, okay, so we have here a woman falls from the sky and lands on the turtle's back, where she gave birth to her daughter. Okay, they walked around the turtle's back growing crops. True. Again, we see turtles here. The reason why I hide it is because you need an apostrophe there. You're showing possession. This is how many people believe the world came to be. This is how many people believe the world came to be. What people? Actually, it's one type of people, not everybody. Okay, so make sure that you're very specific about it's the Iroquois. The Iroquois people believe this is the world that came to be. One day her daughter was visited by a man who is thought to be from the west winds. I believe this is also italicized because it's a specific term. Okay, so we need it italicized. And later discovers, okay, one day her daughter was visited by a man who is thought to be from the west winds, and later discovers that she is pregnant with twin boys. One twin was born normal and the other was born crooked-minded. So make sure, if you're using it as one word, which is really neat, I like that. Make sure you put a hyphen there. Okay, I'm gonna italize the middle. They were not called the right or wrong. They were not called right or wrong. Okay. Tell me why. Just say quickly why. I know this is something, but you don't have to go into massive detail. Just say they were not called right or wrong because, and then just finish the sentence off there. The left-handed twin killed her mother while she gave birth because he insisted he knew a better place to come out of his mother. Maybe to be born from. Okay, because it sounds very. It needs to be a little bit more academic. Okay. Better place to be born from. Probably sounds better. That's more specific. I'm going to go and stop this video. It's already finishing. We'll continue on the other. Okay?